I read that as like a smaller guy, you always had to be like the hardest worker in the room. Are you grateful to have those experiences, and like how has that kind of helped shape who you are as a player?
Yeah, I mean, I was always smaller, and I don't think, looking back on it, I was never the most talented guy on the team.
MLB.com named your slider the nastiest pitch on the Tampa Bay Rays.
Wow.
How does that make you feel?
It's just an honor.
What were the kind of things you mentioned this last semester at IU?
This probably is the biggest thing we talked about this semester. We are in an age of media where everybody has a platform. Every single person has a platform. Your job is to make sure that you are telling the story the right way.
One organization for as long as you have been. I was reading about you and your wife kind of like giving back to the local community and just like the charitable stuff that you guys do. How important is that for you guys to like have roots in the community and to be out there?
Yeah, and that was the biggest thing when in 19 when we got to sign our deal. You know, I think it was get off the phone with our agent, say that we'll sign the deal. Next step was how are we going to get back?
If you had to start a podcast with another teammate, who would you pick?
That's a good question.
Bilo.
Bilo would be a good one. We could talk about our Broncos. No, mine is.
All right, last question. If you had to start a podcast with a Rays teammate, who would you pick?
Oh, strictly because of our conversations at dinner last night, I think I'd go McClanahan.
Ooh.
Just because I think it would be nonstop bickering between the two of us, and I think that it would probably make for a pretty good podcast.
We've asked Pepiot this, we asked Bilal this. If you had to start a podcast with a teammate, who would you pick?
It would be a group effort that would take all the bullpen members, and then we would find a guest and or a member of the bullpen, and then we would just mercilessly harass them for an hour.